everyone. So another thing that I like to do, art journaling in simple steps, another thing that really adds a lot to, it's a lot of fun. It's the process. It's a lot of fun. It's just stamping. I like to stamp patterns and I like to grab my stamps. I don't use them enough, so I like to grab them every once in a while and just stamp with them. So here's my signatures. And I am just going to randomly do some stamping. I'm going to use some of my handmade stamps first. And I really enjoy stamping. And so I'm probably just going to go hog wild here and just stamp with reckless abandon. I'm just going to add a bunch of this stamp to this page. I usually do this with the circles, but it's looking pretty fun for this stage. Just something interesting. All right. What else would I like to do? Let's go to someplace else. This one already has some stamps on it. This would be good for, what do we have? I've got some leaves. Let's do a different color. Maybe not. Do I have a different color that might look better on that? I didn't think about colors. Let's see here. We'll use that one. Current. I'm going to use some of my handmade stamps, some of the stamps that I have bought. And just have some fun. I have something sticky on that stamp. So I don't have any plans. I just like the act of stamping. It's just one of those things that I kind of enjoy. Sometimes. Not really good at it. Probably need a little bit more practice. Probably need a little pad underneath. But I'm not going to worry too much about it. Probably went overboard. Not a big deal. But I like the looks of that. So I am just going to stop right there. Go someplace else. Do something more. I can stamp. This is all dry. So I can stamp on top of this. Let me stamp a face. Let me put my pad underneath. Use some of my rubber stamps that I just don't use enough. Let's get a bunch out that you haven't used in a while. And find some places to, make sure I'm on the pad. Find some places to put them. Enjoy them. Have fun with them. I probably should have done that just a little bit darker, but I like it still. It's fun. Put that away because it's pretty big. It takes up quite a bit of space. So let me go to another signature. This one has think it's this stamp too. It has this stamp on it. So I am just going to stamp more of those on my pad so I can get the whole thing. Echo the same thing. And I'm going to have, these are pretty large, so I am going to do 5 of those and stop at that. I like it. Go someplace else. Do something else. How about some circles? Let's do it on this page here. I'm going to do this teal color. So we're just adding some stamping. What we're really doing is just, should probably not put it there, just enjoy the process. Just stamp. I always need practice stamping. My stamps don't always turn out the way I would like them to. So this is just a little bit of practice for me. It's funny how the different papers, it takes the ink differently. And I should probably use up the ink that's on there and really make this page blue. Let me just take that mat away. It's making, I can't see it underneath this page, these pages. It's making funny marks. So let me just make the page blue. Just have fun. I like patterns. I really enjoy patterns. Like circles too. You know I do. So there's that. And I don't think I'm done here. I think, let's put the lid on that. I think I'm going to use one of these stamps, the small size, and add some black circles on the top of that. Trying to press in the page so it gets over the ditch there just a little bit. I like to go off the page too. I like the way that looks. This is a little crazy, but I enjoy just stamping. And they don't have to be perfect. And I just don't want to stop. How cool that looks. Just some simple steps. And I could probably leave that just the way it is and be perfectly happy with that. I really like that. Go on to something else. Let me add a tree right there to that image. Why not? Let me go to a different signature and just continue on. That signature over there. Maybe I've got an eye stamped on a piece of tissue. Oh, I've already stamped in this one. So maybe I just need to glue that in. It's right there over the text. Kind of like stamping. Stamp on a separate piece of paper and then add it. I can do that on this piece of paper. And then I know my stamp. If I really want my stamp to be perfect, I can stamp it on a separate piece of paper and then know that that's exactly the image that I want. And if it's not, then I can restamp it before I glue it on. It's pretty close. That seems like a good, I'm just going to tear it out. Good enough. Good enough for what I want. And where can I glue that? This one has already been used. Let's do a different signature. Is this right side up? I'm looking for any images. Yep, this is, oh, well. How about if I just glue it onto the page that I've already been doing stuff to? I'm not going to get my gluing magazine out. I'm just going to put the glue on it where I want it. Just like that. Maybe I want some circles on this page. So stamping. Use the stamps that you forget that you have, that you don't use enough. Just get them out. Stamp randomly. Have some fun with it. It doesn't have to be anything serious. It doesn't have to make any sense. What else could I do? I think I've got black on that, so let me get the black off. Put some leaves on this one. Just have some fun. Just add some stuff. It's all about the process. Just relaxing. Just doing something. Doesn't matter what it turns out. Doesn't matter if it doesn't stamp correctly. Doesn't matter if you make a mess. My ink is getting everywhere. It just adds to the randomness and the fun and makes it kind of cool. Get the rest of that ink off of there. Have some fun with it. Do something crazy. Try something that you hadn't tried before. Use those stamps you haven't used yet. The images or something that you've made or found somewhere. Start adding layers to the background pages. Have some fun. Spend as much time as you want, or as little time as you want. It'll turn out amazing when you don't really have an idea of what you're doing ahead of time. It's a surprise. It's fun. You open it up and wow, that's pretty cool. Ooh, let's put something on. Let's put something on the painted page. What have I not used yet? Let's use this elephant. I don't use the elephant enough. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what happens. Let's make him come onto the page. Oops, I got a mess going on there. Let's try to clean that up. All right. So that's fun. Of course, it's not done yet. I need to add more stuff to that, but I'll do it later. I'll do something else later. Maybe I'll glue something on top of that. Not sure. That's what art journaling in simple steps is all about. Nothing serious. Do some simple things, and all of a sudden things start to happen. Start to have some fun. You don't have to go from start to finish to make something really cool, because that's already ending up really neat. I really like that. Still not finished with it though. Might add some writing on top of that. Feels like it needs just some writing. But the pages are already starting to be interesting, and we haven't really done a whole lot to them yet. I don't know why I like that. And then, of course, you can keep doing the same steps again and again. Maybe now you want to go back to acrylic paint and add a little bit of paint to your pages. And maybe you want to go back and start gluing some more stuff down. There's still quite a few more things. We're just getting started. There's a bunch of more things to do in simple steps, just to have some fun. Enjoy yourself. Have some fun with your stamps. Get some different colors going. Have a great time. Thanks for watching.